Nina Ankonda, Montes Rashid, please come to table 5. Montes Rashid, Nina Ankonda.
Welcome aboard once again, dear viewers, to in another match in the round of last 64 of the ongoing 100-player comp tournament of the Pool Association of Uganda, dubbed the Grand Open Championship. It is normally the first singles tournament in the year of the Pool Association of Uganda. This is the 4th edition. We are at Grafton Gardens in the Midwestern district of Fort Portal, close to 300 kilometers, actually over 300 kilometers west of Kampala. On table are two players that participate in the Uganda Men's Senior League. John Ssemwogerere is called John Simo, the guy that is about to break right now, leading 1-0 against the more experienced and the more senior glorious Ssenyonjo, a player with Scrap Buyers Pool Club, also in the Senior Men's League. One frame has been played and has been won by the would-be underdog John Simo 1 and glorious Ssenyonjo 0. We have action ongoing right on 6 tables here at Grafton Gardens. We are having 4 tournaments in one, a very rare championship that will have 4 winners at the end of the day. This one is the one which carries the biggest amount of pride, the main men's tournament, the one that has about 100 men coming from a number of districts. There is also a main ladies match that has about 48 ladies in competition. We also have a category for masters who are players over the age of 40, and another special categories for the juniors who are players under the age of 17. All tournaments are ongoing, all at the same time. Expectation is that at maximum this tournament shall have 32 men by the close of business today, and I'm saying maximum because they are expected to be less, and maybe at maximum 16 ladies, and maybe the juniors shall have to conclude their stuff early morning tomorrow when the tournament ends, as well as the masters who are once again players over the age of 40. That one did have 32 players registering, and all 32 seem to be men. Apologies for the fact that Glorious had overstretching of his body, and to the effect that the dressing got just a little bit wrong. He's now righting the wrongs, and he has equalized. In the meantime, it is 1-1. The noises you're hearing is of a local player. I don't even know his name. He's somehow leading 1-0 against one of the tournament favorites in Ibrahim Sejemba. Glorious, after equalizing, will be getting a chance to break in frame number 3. Remember, it is a time tournament. 12 frames have been used for the first 2 frames. We have 23 frames, 23 minutes to go. Seems like a dry break, this one from Glorious. John Simon normally participates in our weekly tournaments quite often. He also plays most of the time starting with his team, that is Addis. There are other tournaments that don't have exclusivity for players who participate on the national team. That on those ones is a very rare, a very consistent feature. In these time tournaments, it is very important to be the player that is in the lead. And while Gloria starts this match as a slight favorite, you can think it can go either way. And for John Simo, as Ssenyonjo is nicknamed, he is involving in competitive pool for the very first time in his career. A resident in the suburb of Bwaise, a trading center in Kampala, where his manager, that is called Council David, does register him for some of the comps. Also did find him at this pro club with which he played and passed the club trials. He's finding himself playing in the league and now tournaments of the Pole Association of Uganda. Glorious has been there playing competitive pool for about the last 10 years and still going strong. In terms of experience and expertise, these players shouldn't be even mentioned in the same sentence. But all that doesn't matter. Whether or not Glorious is more experienced or having better expertise, more skilled, has moved the continent, different countries several times. For now, what matters is who of these two will go to the magic number of 4 frames 1 before the next 20 and a half minutes.
All right, the following players again, training. Moses Mokia, Bani Kamani Soul, Nabwele Emma, Ronnie Molonji, Lotaya Geoffrey Elia Chenori, Natasha Ndibarekera Amina Nganda, Marion G. Sanchez Lydia Nankindo, Felix Ramaka Toya.
A miss that can be very, very, very costly for John Sim.
Please get ready.
Glorious will clearly be playing snooker here. I'm not so sure that it's a total snooker. And if John Simo can see part of his red, there is a chance he could make a sharp cut of that same red to the center pocket on the left. White ball bounces off the cushion. Naturally, he could have white ball for the black to the center pocket on the right. That is the shot. It is, however, a miss. That one will be a total snooker from Glorious. It seems he's the more popular among the fans. Of course, him staying as player and resident in the district of Masaka, which is a little bit closer to Western Uganda than other places. He normally moves from Masaka to parts of Western Uganda, Mbarara, neighboring districts as far as Fort Portal to play in some of the tournaments this side. So these people know him. The guy they know has just played his opponent's red dead in a free shot. Other matches ongoing, I can see Nina Ankonda facing off against Rashida Motes in the men's category. A player I have to confess not knowing, playing against Hazard. Ibra still one frame down, should be 1-1 now, I think. And then a match in the Masters category, as well as this one in which Glorious is now big favorites to win a second, make it 2-1 against his opponent, John Sim. Grafton Gardens in Fort Portal is a beehive of activity and all action pool. Glorious's intention was to pot, use the white ball, open up the two yellows close to each other. In so doing, he ended up missing the pot entirely. Also didn't really open up the yellows. Chance for John Sim now to steal this frame away. Has to be on target, white ball bouncing off the right cushion, moving leftwards where he has the black. Lovely shooting from John Sim. Very deserving win, especially after playing a shot that good. Black is potable, it is potted, and white is safe. After 3 frames, it is John Simo 2 and Glorious Ssenyonjo 1. Glorious is now in big trouble. Should he lose this ongoing frame, I will just be seeing no way in which he will be winning this match, because then the clock will be ticking against him. And if he does lose this frame, it will be a second tournament in a row in which he will be exiting the tournament in his first time of participation. Remember, all the top 8 seeded players in the men's category did start off at the round of last 64, which these guys are playing now. That means Glorious will be having a second tournament in a row in which he will not be winning anyone. So he has to be very wary
On center table, we're going to have Mariam Chisaches, Vivian
of
Nafilu,
the facts at hand.
Natasha Ndibalekera, Amina Nanda. Table 2, Lotaya Geoffrey Elia Chimoli. Table 3, Felix Ramafa Tuliakia. Again, it's Jimmy Ogenga Okelo in the Masters. Table 4, Emmanuel Bwele, Ronnie Molonji. And table 5, Moses Mofia, Wankamaniso.
That was a very crucial foul. most especially from the Glorious perspective. He has chance to win this frame and then probably fight for the victory, trying to win the next. It is now just under 14 minutes to go. 3 reds to go. All of them pretty much portable. A simple roll of the one he's about to play now. Once again, apologies for the not so big shirt he's wearing. You shall have to go with this kind of condition. He will probably be wanting to put both red and black to the same corner pocket on the top left. Not really. It's actually what he wanted, but the white ball lacked just a little bit of spin. Can still put it to the corresponding corner pocket on the top right. It's what he's aiming for. It is what he shoots. It's what he puts. White is safe. Glorious 2. John Simo 2. A race to 4 in 35 minutes. Now 13 to go.
Minutes, 30 seconds left for all the players except table 5.
And dear viewers, it is now only 10 minutes to go. Both Glorious and John Simo need those 10 to make the victory or else go home. And it is true, it may be happily true, but also sadly true, that there are buses at the venue, even at 5, 6, 7, 8 p.m. for these guys to board back to Kampala. Some of the noise you're hearing is for a local player who is now drawing 2-all with Ibrahim Sejemba. Both matches did start at the same time, just under 10 minutes to go. John Simo facing the black, which he puts, oops. He's a very determined guy. He has very big ability to pot and seems to be having a very big heart to beat and knock down a player who is bigger than him in terms of experience and stature and caliber. 9 minutes to go. John Simo 3, and Glorious Ssenyonjo 2. And I think that this coming frame will either way be determinant. If John Simo wins it, I believe that he will be home and dry because Glorious will not have time to win 2 more frames. If Glorious wins it, probably we shall be having penalties.
It's full of all its. You can go at the kitchen corner in the tent and order for whatever you want. Another announcement, we had a team from Quish that is offering free medical services or free health screening. So you can go to the tent, there is a table, you see that medical team from Quish. I'm making this announcement once more again. There is a team from Quish that is offering free medical health screening. You can go to the outside tent and you see that medical team seated on a table. And please get such free health services.
3-2. While the scoreboard may not for now indicate it, it is 3-2. This young man is leading. If he wins this match, it will be one of the bigger ones that he will have won in his career, which is not yet even a year old.
Of the dish which you want.
And a player like this one, I like to say he's testament of the fact that there is so much depth in quality of Ugandan pool. There are so many fine players who are capable of taking down players who may not be mentioned in the same sentence with them when it comes to experience. And this match is one of such matches. Chance that we could dwell again into the ladies after this match. One of the biggest matches in the tournament is supposed to be happening next, if not the very biggest by now. The national champion Bwanika Mansur is supposed to be taking on the Zambian import Moses Mofia. The disadvantage on that one is that Mansur has up to now not been seen at the venue whatsoever. And probably, and I'm only saying probably, it could be a walkover win for Mofia, who by the way is starting to have his groove in Ugandan pool. He reached a semi-final of a comp that was played just 2 days ago. And what a semi-final match he did have, losing out to Caesar in a race to 7, only ending 7-6. So the scoreboard keeper has just apologized. He says he's drunk. But now you can clearly see, not yet, he's about to flip it in favor of John. If he wins this frame, John, that will be it. He will be qualifying for the round of last 16. He gets to foul. A foul, which could help Glorious utilize a free shot and his next visit to win the frame. And if it is 3-3 with less than 5 minutes to go, there is a big chance that this one could head into a penalty shootout. On 4 yellows now, actually 5.
Table 4, Emma Nagwere versus Ronnie Mulungi.
He has to be very careful with his white ball distribution. His intention was clearly to play the bottom yellows first. He has to come up from up again, potting, drawing white ball backwards, and misses. Maybe he's subjecting himself to unnecessary pressure and using little time between shots without being calm enough. I like to say that when it is a time tournament, when the clock is ticking, you need more calmness and more composure than sometimes even your ability to pot. Shakira Bay, thank you for watching. Yes, we are right when the scores were different at the time. Right now, it is okay. John Chisembo. No, the sound is not very low because I've been listening from another phone. I think you may have to adjust your own phone sound or computer side, whichever the gadget on which you are watching.